Today, I wanted to talk about my spiritual journey. This is definitely something that I get the most questions about, and I just kind of wanted to explain a little bit of the process and how it's changed my life to kind of wake up and see the light. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy. And like I said, this is a little snippet. There is no freaking way that I could make a video that wouldn't be 27 hours long explaining like what's been going on. So at the beginning of time, way long before she was woke, I'm dumb. Okay, it was my junior year going into senior year. I had taken my first spiritual experience with psychedelics. I knew that I was experiencing something magical and something that wasn't just like drugs. It was life in its fullest, like our fullest capacity to experience it. I would just really soak it in and just kind of recognize these truths. But in the beginning, it was actually kind of detrimental because I was exposed to way more things than I was necessarily ready for. So it caused this major discourse inside of myself. I was like, I know this truth, I know who I am, da da da. But look at me like kind of behaving in the same way. I feel like I don't have control over my life. And it was just really difficult to cope with living after seeing how amazing like my reality could be. But I think that was honestly just like immaturity. Eventually, I started realizing that what I saw and what I fell in love with while in those experiences was a version of myself, my highest potential. Not only did I love the way that I sounded, not only did I love the way that I laughed, the way that I looked, I thought I was like the cutest thing ever, like in the most genuine, beautiful way. But I also saw the way that I experienced life and other people and just the joys and how happy and beautiful and full life could be. And I realized that these things, not on purpose, but they were kind of taken away from us. Like I realized that inside of myself, I had a lot of like blockage, some shit that like was just keeping me from the present moment. So began this journey of purification. So for the next few years, every single day, I just kind of ran on the dream. And the person that I fell in love with inside of myself, I realized I wanted to be her and I wanted to experience her more often and I wanted to live with her and I wanted to love with her because she was just so amazing and fucking if I could just experience life with her every day, like I would be so happy. And it's gotten to the point where it's like honestly life is not even worth living unless I'm living with her, like me, you know, my whole self. This is something that I absolutely want to do. It's something that I enjoy doing. It sounds weird to call it a spiritual journey because for me at this point, it's just life. It's just the game of life. It's acknowledging life from the perspective of being energy and of being a spiritual being and not from the perspective of like being a person. And I know that sounds contradictory because we are people, but it's a perspective. If you're living life from the egoic mind, it's from an identity, an idea. You're not really experiencing life. I wanted to experience life in all of its fullness, and I knew that doing these things was going to get me there. And I feel very blessed and very lucky that I've been able to develop my intuitive abilities by listening to my intuition and tending to the care inside of myself. Over the past few years, my creativity has become richer. I have a lot more emotional health and like emotional stability when it comes to situations, especially that are difficult for me. I handle conflict in a completely different way. I love people in a completely different way. I used to be a really bitter, kind of closed off person, you know, with a mentality like I'm gonna hurt you before you can hurt me, and I couldn't see the beauty in people. I hated people, but I knew that I wanted to belong somewhere and I wanted amazing people. But anyways, the way I love is completely different. The things that I see in people are completely different. The further I get into myself, the deeper I'm able to see in other people. So I can sit in front of somebody and I can really recognize the beautiful aspects of them and the things that can drive them to their full potential and who they could be. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping people, you know, become the best versions of themselves, as cliche as it may sound. But I just understand the amount of personal freedom and joy and satisfaction you would get out of life if you know, kind of discovered these truths within yourself. It not only affects you, it affects your children, your mother, your father, your children's children, even if they're not around, you know. We are carrying so much from our ancestors, so much from our parents. We are carrying pain that has been passed down from generations, taught from parents to children, to parents to children. And when you decide to heal that within yourself, you are healing your family line. You are creating a new opportunity for your blood to excel further than anyone before you has ever done inside of your family. It's absolutely incredible. Working on your spiritual healing and getting back to yourself, which is ultimately what it is. It's returning to wholeness. It's stopping this head and the heart conversation inside of your body. It's going fully for the heart, because that's where life is. The mind is beautiful, no lie. Like it's an intelligent tool that can help us do so many things, and it's beautiful to imagine things with the mind, but that is not who we are, and we've come to identify with it through conditioning, just the way things are. But we're meant to live from our heart. Our master is supposed to be our heart. So my spiritual journey has been greatly centered around love. It's just a big, all-encompassing word, because I know that within my body, love is the harmonizer. My heart is the harmonizer. So if I can tune into that, and kind of get out of my way with my mind, then I'm able to experience life in the way that I want to and in the freedom that I want to. I just want to be completely liberated. I want to be able to laugh and sing in a moment and not worry about if someone's watching me or if I'm being judged or this or that. I just want to have a fucking good ass time in this body and create a beautiful life filled with the most amazing people and anything that I can dream of. So that's where I'm at now. I definitely was not like that before at all. I didn't even know who I was. I didn't know what I liked to do. I didn't even know what I dreamt of. I didn't know what I wanted. I just started with falling in love with the potential that I saw inside of myself, and that guided me. That guided me every single step of the way. I followed the signs. I followed my heart. I just one day decided that I serve my heart. I serve my heart, because I know my heart is never going to lead me wrong. I know sometimes in life the decisions that I have to make for my heart are difficult, but I know at the end of the day I'm closer to being whole inside of myself, and I'm closer to the moment and love. So it's completely worth it. It's definitely not a journey for the weak of heart. But you know, if you really feel like there's something more, just choose you. Choose yourself. Choose your love. Choose love in every situation. Don't stoop down to other people's levels. Rise up and have them meet yours. People will fall out of your life, as they should. All that needs to will come to light. You really have nothing to worry about. So stop worrying and just focus on getting through your shit. Focus on processing what's been captive in your mind and in your heart. Really kind of dive deep and understand. Question yourself. Why am I thinking this? Why does this have such a hold on me? What do I need to heal? Ask your heart literally, what do you need? And most of the time it's a good cry. But but it's a beautiful life. It's absolutely beautiful. It's completely unique to me. I completely embrace my life. I have no doubts about my future or where I'm going, only because life has proved me wrong so many times. I feel like an idiot anytime I doubt life. At this point, it's just become this beautiful, deep relationship with this unseen force that fucking steers my reality every day. I'm guided every single day. And it's a process, but now it's getting fun. It's taken years to get fun, like years of trying and trying and trying and like wondering what's wrong with me, da 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 da. And I just was guided to read the right books, guided to meet the right people, guided to sit with myself and breathe, guided to work with my body. And through all these things have come beautiful realizations about not only what I want for my future, but what I have the capability to do. Really achieve that deep personal satisfaction, that glow. It starts in your heart, for sure. It starts in your heart. Learn how to love yourself. Stop talking shit to yourself. Be nice to the person in the mirror. Be nice to the person who creates the art in front of you. Be nice to the person who sings out of key all the time. Encourage yourself to laugh, play, grow, love. Don't feel like an idiot for loving. If you love somebody, let your heart fucking love them, like on some real shit. Stop stifling yourself because you're afraid of what could happen or what other people will say. This is your life. This is absolutely your life. And I know this has turned into a fucking pep talk, but you know, man, I'm feeling it. And I'm not gonna make this video too long since I'm ranting, but I love you guys. And if you have any questions, that way this next video that I make after this is just kind of an introduction, I guess, like a taste. If there's anything specifically that you would like to know about my journey, where I'm at, whatever, feel free, and I would be so happy to make a video and really fucking do some research and think about that shit. And I just want everyone to fucking be whole inside themselves so that everyone can just stop being grumpy and assholes. You know, if everyone is happy inside of themselves and love themselves, they would be a lot funnier, they would have a lot more opportunities, and they would just be better people in general. And I'm just trying to have a world of better people because it shouldn't be this hard to fucking meet them. But, yeah, okay, whatever. I love you, and I hope you have a great fucking night, and I hope you enjoyed my rant. The feedback is greatly appreciated, but you know, I'm gonna keep rocking with or without it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, okay. Bye.